What's up, everybody? Thank you for jumping on to Steelers to Go, your daily to-go cup of Pittsburgh Steelers news and analysis. I'm Noah Strackbein here every single Monday through Friday. Find us on youtube.com/allsteelerstalk or anywhere you get your podcasts. And today, there's a little bit of too much of Chase Claypool at times. That's okay. It's okay to have too much of Chase Claypool. He's deservingly so of too much. The dude's 6'4", 235 pounds, runs a 4.3. Hopefully the franchise wide receiver of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the next couple of years, although he hasn't proven it yet. But year 3 is a difference maker. And there's a couple of reasons to believe that he's a difference maker. New quarterback, new system, better placement, comfortability. There's a lot going on here. But while I want to talk about that, there's a couple of headlines that Chase Claypool recently made in his appearance on I Am Athlete podcasts that stirred up a lot of conversation, a lot of talk amongst Steelers Nation. And we're going to go through all three of them. We're going to start with clearing something up. The phrase and the headline that everyone was talking about how Ben Roethlisberger should have retired before the 2021 season caught a lot of attention, too much attention from myself. He didn't mean it like that. And I think that's the biggest thing, is at no point did anybody on the Pittsburgh Steelers ever say, man, I wish Ben Roethlisberger was gone. I wish Ben retired. Man, this team would have been better without Ben Roethlisberger. No, nobody said that. Anybody who was out there saying, oh yeah, Ben's play declined, it did decline. He was reaching 40 years old. He's 18 years in the league. He was getting hit more than any quarterback in football almost. He's going to get beat up. His play is going to decline. And it's going to decline because he doesn't have the resources around him to be great. And as you age, you need resources. Tom Brady didn't win a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He helped the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win a Super Bowl. They helped him win a Super Bowl. He was just the piece that got them over the hump. Ben Roethlisberger would have been the piece that got them over the hump if the Steelers were built like that. But they weren't. The offensive line was terrible. There was absolutely no running game. Even as much as Najee Harris tried, there was no running game. And the defense, that was the worst Pittsburgh Steelers defense we've seen in a long time. There was nothing going for Ben Roethlisberger. If you're going to put a 38-year-old on the field and say, hey, go win us a Super Bowl, you're going to truly believe that him being the only resource is going to win that team a Super Bowl. Not going to happen. Never going to happen. Chase Claypool didn't mean it like that. There was no hard will or ill will. There was no, oh man, I wish Ben was gone so that we could have magically signed Mitchell Trubisky a year earlier or had Kenny Pickett. No. Nobody was sitting around saying, I wish Mason Rudolph was in the game right now over Ben Roethlisberger. Nobody was doing that. Number 2, this is more of a message to Chase. And we're going to get to the big one. And I know everybody's waiting for the big one. The big one obviously being that he's a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. And truthfully, I feel really good about that statement. And I'm going to tell you why. But first, this goes directly to Chase. And I hope you hear this. On I Am Athlete, he discussed the death of Dwayne Haskins and how he feels he failed him because he believes he could have changed the outcome. And he says how he was minutes away from stopping it. And I don't know what that means. If I had to interpret, I would guess that Chase Claypool was at the club with Dwayne Haskins before things got out of hand. In the investigation, I believe that there was an argument between Dwayne and his cousin, and then Dwayne left. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went down. But hindsight is always 20/20. And it doesn't change anything. Chase, you should not feel bad about Dwayne Haskins' death. It should hurt you because you were friends, just like it hurt a lot of people and will continue to hurt a lot of people. But going to bed every night feeling as if you failed him, You didn't fail anybody. Everybody in this world is allowed to make their own decisions. And yeah, sometimes you need somebody to stop you for a second and say, hey, take a deep breath. Let's get through this. But by no means does that mean that's your fault of what happened. It's not. And I hope that you hear this. I know that I don't have a long, big message to give you because there isn't one outside of it's okay to feel bad. But I hope you don't carry this for the rest of your life because everyone in Steelers Nation does not blame you. No one out there blames you, nor will they ever. Don't feel as if you failed him. It's more about how good of a friend you were when he was around instead of how things ended. Again, hindsight's 2020. But if he felt loved in the moment of every moment that you guys were together, that's enough. I say that all the time. Anytime there's a tragic death, anytime there's a death at all, my best advice to anybody, including myself, is did that person feel loved by you when they were around? And if the answer is yes, you did your job. You did exactly what you should be doing for that loved one. Plain and simple. All right, third. Chase jumped out, said that he's expecting 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, the Steelers to win 13 games this season. And he is not going to be a top 5, a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. Physically, yes, might be number 1. Chase Claypool has the build like no other, the traits like no other. The performance, not so much there yet. But that's okay. There's a couple of reasons that that's okay. 2 big ones. 1, players should feel as if they're the best player on the field. I don't care if you're the 3rd string running back. I don't care if you're an undrafted lineman. I do not care. You should feel as if you're the best player on the field. This is the pros. These people get paid millions of dollars to play professional sport. They're damn good at it. They should act like they're damn good at it. And confidence comes with this. If you don't believe you're the best, you're never going to be the best. Nobody ever achieved greatness thinking they're second. Thinking, oh, they're not going to be the best. Yeah, maybe I'll be good, but I'm not going to be the best. That's never happened. The best way to achieve greatness is to believe that you are great. And if you have to tell yourself, I'm a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, heck, that should be your goal. Chase Claypool didn't say that as if, oh, yeah, I didn't do anything to earn it, and I'm going to continue not to do anything to earn it, and I'm a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, plain and simple. No, he said it as if this year I'm going to get 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns, and I'm going to be a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. You wait and see, because I believe that I am. That's awesome. Every Steelers fan should be excited about that. And there's a lot of people out there, yeah, well, keep it to yourself. Don't keep it to yourself. Shout your goals to the world. Tell the universe, tell the league, tell everybody. Put a target on your back. That only makes you better. Let the world know I want to be top 3. These are my goals. Come and stop me. Because if you believe that you are great, if you believe that you are top 3, you can't be stopped. I love that mindset. I love the way he's going about it. I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. If it was said in a cocky tone, in a cocky atmosphere, just kind of bragging about himself and what he's done, I wouldn't like it. But the way it was addressed in I understand that the numbers weren't there last season, but I got better. I understand how much better I could get. This is how much better I could get. This is where I believe I am. That's awesome. Chase Claypool did exactly what he should do. I got nothing negative to say about that. And this is number 2. Not only is Chase Claypool looking to be top 3 receiver in the NFL, but he's looking to be great as a football player. And there's so much more to being a football player than just being great on the field. Listen to Friskman Jackson talk about his leadership. Talks about taking on a bigger leadership role. Have you seen?
Oh that? Yeah, he's coming early for meetings. He's staying late after practice. He comes in and meets with me after practice. I see him outside on the field when practice is over with, getting with the young guys, just showing them how to do things, showing them different routes and how to releases and those type of things. So he's starting to take those strides. I've acknowledged that. I've let him know that, hey, man, I love the progress you're making. I love the strides you're making as a leader. Continue to do that. And so hopefully we continue to see that throughout the rest of this spring practice.
There's no issues there. If you're going to be a top 3 wide receiver in the league, and that is your goals, and you're telling everybody that is your goals, but also you're helping this team get better, you're building a leadership camaraderie, you're taking on that role with the team, that's a guy that's shooting for greatness. Not just in one aspect, but in all aspects. That's a football player you want on your football team. That is a football player the Pittsburgh Steelers are excited about moving forward. There's so much ill will towards Chase Claypool. There's so much negativity surrounding Chase Claypool. And I understand wide receivers are drama. Wide receivers are divas 99.9% of the time. And every single one of them, whether it's a lot of diva or a little bit of diva, just has that little bit in them. Every single one of them. But that's okay if you're doing all the right things. You could be that guy that wants the attention. And that's okay. Go get the attention. Say that I'm going to be a top 3 wide receiver, but put that extra effort in. Go talk to your wide receiver coach. Help the young guys. Help the offense. Develop a chemistry with your new quarterback. Chase Claypool's done all of that. The dude is doing exactly what he should be doing right now. He's entering year 3, and he's really taken on a lot. I don't know how it's going to turn out on the field, but I got no issues with how it's happening right now and how everything's going down. In my opinion, Chase Claypool's doing everything right, and I support him.